Hey, Pop Culture Pals, I am here with a post Halloween haul. I went out to Savers today, who had 75% off Halloween, and I found some amazing costumes. What I love to pick up at this time of year are costumes that people will wear all year round, like things for cosplay or just super fanish pieces. And we're going to take a look at what I got. Um, I'm going to do my best to show them to you this way. This is these are kind of big and probably not the best way to do this, but hey, we're going to get through them. And hopefully at the end, I'm going to tag on a couple of really long, amazing pieces I got, including a Wicked cloak from Universal Studios that still has its original $70 tag on it. And I got it for $5. Yes, really. But let's take a look at what we've got here in the pile. Starting off with this, which is going to stay in my collection, at least for a little while, a lovely little velvet pirate hat, but it is actually Pirates of the Caribbean. I adore this. I have had a Haunted Mansion display up for a long time, and I've been slowly collecting more Pirates of the Caribbean. I love Disney parks items, so I think this is going to go into my collection on display for a little while. My Pirates, velvet, purple, and pink hat. Amazing. One other object before we get to the costumes. I also found this really cute Wreck-It Ralph. I think it's from Breaks the Internet Tumblr. It is official Disney. Adorable. And it was only $1.99. And then anytime I shop at Savers, I get at least a 20% off discount. So on top of the $75, 75% off was another 20. I'm not even sure. The prices were so low. It's ridiculous. Everything I'm showing you, I paid $65 for. And then remember, the Wicked cape alone was priced at 70. Um, so the disappointing thing, I never understand how they price at Savers. I found a Beetlejuice cup, the one that you get from the movie theaters from Regal, to go with the Beetlejuice popcorn bucket that I recently got. But they wanted $8 for it, and it didn't have its straw, and it wasn't, you know, amazing. Like it's a plastic cup, $8. But then this Disney, they put $2. I think they didn't know it was Disney, but it is. All right, on to the costumes. So this I don't normally pick up a lot of superhero stuff, but this was really cute. And again, for the price, oh, I didn't pull the tag off that one yet. It was $6 originally, which means I got it for like what, 250. This is a really adorable Wonder Woman little dress, and it's got a hood. So it's just a really cute hoodie dress, which I think, again, somebody will want to wear just as a dress. They'll want to wear for cosplay or just around the house if you're a Wonder Woman fan. It's very cozy. It reminds me of kind of like one of those, feety pajamas, only there's no feet. This I really loved. Let's come down a little bit. This is an Attack on Titan official jacket. It's a heavy brown denim. I thought this is so nice. This kind of reminds me of the things that you get at Hot Topic, but it actually is a Spirit Halloween piece, which is really surprising to me because it's very, very well made. Oops, sorry. That was probably a terrible noise that you just heard. I knocked my microphone over. And here's the back. It's terrific. Attack on Titan, full patch on the back. Very nice quality piece. It is a smaller size. I wish it was a bigger size, but I do think somebody's going to want that again for cosplay or just general wear in the fall. It's a really nice jacket. Collection back here. This is going to be really hard to show you, but I did want to tell you. And again, I didn't look up prices on most of these things. I just went on instinct of what I love. At the prices I was paying, literally $2, max $5 on any of these items, they were worth it to me. So this is a pair of pants by a company called Miss Look. Miss Look. And the reason I bought it and the reason they put it in Halloween is because it has these buckles down the leg. Now, this brand doesn't sell very well. Literally, I saw items selling for $2 and $1, but I didn't find these pants. I do think they're awful cool with the buckles down the side. So I think somebody's going to want them. And again, I got them for like $1.50. I also don't usually pick up too many baby costumes, but I did in this case, again, because they were so inexpensive and because this was official Disney. This is official Disney Incredibles 2. I had a family come through for Halloween trick or treating last night that the kids were dressed for the Incredibles. There was a little baby Jack Jack. So I saw this and thought, I have to grab this. Now, this may sit until next Halloween or not. They put out another Incredibles movie, or they're making another one. Um, it'll sell. Or also, if there's just a family that cosplays when they go to conventions as the Incredibles and they've got a new baby, they might need this. It's again for a couple bucks. I wasn't going to pass it up. Same for this one. This is a Lightning McQueen little race suit. It is official Disney Cars. It's a 3T. Also, again, I think way beyond Halloween. I think that somebody will want this who's a race car fan. They're probably a big fan of cars, will just want it for their baby, when they're heading out to the raceway and want to take their toddler dressed for the races. Yeah. And again, I picked the stuff that was in good condition. There was a lot of stuff there that was kind of pilled and picked over. A few things I probably should have grabbed anyway, but yeah, whatever. This one, let me come down a little bit. I bought mostly off the tag because I didn't recognize it. It is Assassin's Creed. It does have this really cool rubber emblem here, these straps that crisscross. The material itself is kind of thin and sort of cheap. It's not a felt. It's faux leather, obviously. Uh, it's just on like a polyester backing. It's very, very lightweight. But again, I feel like this is a thing somebody's going to buy. I said it already. I'm going to say it again. People are going to cosplay as for Assassin's Creed. So yeah, somebody needs this piece for their costume. I'll have it. I don't know what else the costume should look like, but I think this is a piece that somebody might want or to buy to customize for some other type of video game cosplay. All righty, let's come down a little bit. I did get a couple of t-shirts. Again, I didn't look any of these up, but I would estimate these are all $15 minimum shirts. The first one is the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum. You may know his TV show, his ghost hunting show. He started a museum in Las Vegas. I can't remember if it's still there. I have sold his shirts before. This one is unusual because this one is this red design that I've never seen before. Usually it's similar to this design that's in here. It's a black and white of this building. So this was pretty cool. I think this, again, should be at least a $15. This was a little harder to look at. This is a Super Mario Nintendo World Universal Studios Mario Kart shirt. So this came from Universal. Again, we live in Orange County. We do get, I wouldn't say a lot of Universal stuff, but we certainly get more than most people would get. And I can never resist a Universal Studios shirt of any kind. It has the Mario Kart emblem here, and it is Super Nintendo World, and the back says Mario Kart Grand Prix. So again, grabbed it for that. I don't buy every Super Mario shirt. I actually left a few behind, but because that one was Universal specific, I picked it up. And speaking of Universal, this one perplexed me. I keep feeling like I'm missing something here. So this is the Andy Warhol style Frankenstein in these bright neon colors. It is official Universal Monsters. It's a super size, 2XL. They had this marked at only $3, which is incredibly cheap for Savers. Their t-shirts are generally anywhere from 5 to 8 up to $15. So for 3, now this wasn't marked for Halloween, so it wasn't an additional discount other than my 20, but it was already so cheap. It makes me think there's something wrong with it that I haven't found. Or they just saw it and thought, oh, that's Halloween and Halloween is past, so let's just mark it at a low price. Very nice shirt. Feels like I don't think it's been worn. It's in great condition. So that's why I don't understand the $2.99. And then this one, I love this. I love when we find this. Another thing, obviously, we're in Orange County, as I said, we do find a lot of Disney, Walt Disney Imagineering. I don't know what this symbol is. If you know, tell me. I've got to consult my Disney experts to find out. But I love anytime I find an Imagineering shirt, it actually does say Walt Disney Imagineering on the tag. They wanted $9.50 for it, which again, like I said, is pretty much typical for their pricing, um, especially for Disney items. But I got 20% off that. It's a nice shirt. This is a very high quality, not your typical, cheaper t-shirt. Because again, it's meant to be like a cast exclusive piece. So yeah, beautiful. I do have those other pieces. I'm going to try to figure out how to add them onto this video because I really want you to see them. Wicked, Cruella, Grinch, all kinds of good stuff. Actually, hang on. Hang the heck on. Don't go away. Talk amongst yourselves while you're there. Oh, tell me how your Halloween went. Did you have a lot of kids? We had 30 to 50 maybe, which is pretty good. More than usual. Whoops. And it was fun, really fun. I had a couple of Harry Potters. The one boy was in a costume that I thought was Hamilton, and it was a little boy. It was like a 6-year-old, and I'm like, wow, is Hamilton that in still that we've got a 6-year-old in Hamilton clothing? But the parents said to me when I commented on how much I liked the costume, commented that it was a character from Harry Potter whom I can picture in my head, but I can't come up with a name. So think about a character in Harry Potter who dresses like he came out of Hamilton. But she said he was missing his wig so that nobody recognized him. And then his brother was dressed as Harry with glasses and everything. So adorable. They were so sweet. I had one K-pop Demon Hunter, of course, little girl, so adorable. And then we had the usual lot of Spider-Man. What else? There's probably a witch in the bunch somewhere. I had several Cruella de Vil's. Actually, our neighbor girls both dressed as Cruella. So that's why it was funny. I found a Cruella cape today. And all the parents were dressed. That was the funniest part. There was a parent dressed as a giant jellyfish. So cute. And this little boy who was like a 2-year-old, and he was dressed as a pumpkin. He had no interest in trick-or-treating, but he loved the crazy Halloween decorations on the street. We have a giant headless horseman, life-size headless horseman across the street. This kid was not afraid. He wanted to be best friends with this thing. He ran up and down the street, 2 years old, the poor grandma chasing him. He was having a grand old time. Anyway, this last one I'm going to show you here before we switch over. I also found this Grinch. It's one of those full-length, one piece for the winter, with his heart growing 3 sizes. And look, he's smiling. So this is Happy Grinch after he did the good deed and saved all the presents and brought them back to Whoville. And then his heart grew 3 sizes that day. It is official Grinch. It is a adult small, which is a very roomy small. And it's got all these lovely little loose Grinchy hairs on it, including on the top of his little Grinchy head. This is, again, really adorable. I don't buy everything Grinch because it is way over merchandised. But again, for the price, which I think I took the tag off it already, but I want to say it was less than 8 minus 75%. Yes, remember, not 50%, 75% off. And it was in nice condition. It's so soft. My local Goodwill is also advertising that their Halloween is 50% off, 75% off. And I feel like I should have gone over there too. Maybe tomorrow. Because we are, like I said, an eBay seller that sells costumes year round and other spooky things. So hopefully this isn't the end of this video. I will be back with a few more pieces. Okay, bear with me on the shaky camera because I've got to show these standing up. This is an amazing Cruella de Vil capelet, I guess you would call it. It's from the live action movie. It's got these insane shoulder pads. And then your hand goes through there to the back. Hang on, I'm gonna flip it around. And then the back, it doesn't show well here. There's this drape. So it kind of looks like, you know how women wear like a long scarf over a backless cocktail dress and then it drapes across the back? But instead of a bare back, it's the back of the vest. It's amazing. It is not the deluxe version that's done in a real heavy-duty fabric. It is just a printed herringbone, but it is, again, bear with me, crazy angles, and I didn't cut the tag out. I'm trying to get it for you. It is official Cruella. It was $19.99, but again, 75% off. Next one. If you have any idea what this is, I would love to know, because it's really cool, but I'm not sure how to describe it. It is like a duster, purple and yellow, as you can see. There's no tag in it because it's designed to be reversible, I believe. So when you look inside, the dress is the same, and the seams are such that you could wear this with the yellow on the inside and just then the yellow trim, and the sleeves go inside out. Isn't it amazing? It reminds me of Mardi Gras because the colors. It reminds me of a magician's outfit, like a quick change. Imagine you had a leotard or something underneath. I don't know. Any ideas? Because it's got me. And finally, we have my most incredible find of the day. This is a Wicked capelet. No, I guess it's more than a capelet. It's a full-on cloak. This is all stitched. And then, hang on, let me flip you around. The inside has this gorgeous pattern. And look, it still has its tag, including, if that'll stop shaking, the $70 price tag. Wicked from Universal Studios. And it's kind of a waterfall effect where the front is longer than the back. It's beautiful. I can't find one like it online. It looks like it was probably designed for the original movie or the Broadway show. It's Universal Studios, so I'm imagining the movie. I know they've got a whole Wicked display now, but what do you think? I mean, it's Elphaba, I'm assuming. Love, again, if you know anything about this cloak, let me know. It was marked originally at, gosh, only like 15 at Savers. Not even as much as that other item that was 19. And a 75% off. So yeah, I did not pay much for this item, but I guarantee you it is going in my store at a good price because we are pop culture prophets.